That's not good. Oh, that is not good at all. When I see deserty themes like this, I tend to think of Breaking Bad in New Mexico. Well, that by far is the cutest stinking thing I think I've seen all day. It really makes me think of Mary Tyler Moore. Am I the only one? To start things off with our mini haul, let's open up the Archer and Olive Kit Subscription. Okay. Ooh. First impressions are interesting but cute. So let's take a closer look to see what this theme actually is about. So lately, Archer and Olive has been getting really creative with stickers and sticker ideas, and the most recent being super thick cardstock stickers. Personally, I'm not really a fan of the thick cardstock stickers, but they are very cute. You don't necessarily have to put these in your journal either. This could be something that you could put on a card for a friend or some other sort of stationery collage. All right, let's move on to the washi tape. When I see deserty themes like this, I tend to think of Breaking Bad in New Mexico, but having the blimps as a part of the actual design really makes this unique. And I do think that all of the different cactus are very cute, but for me personally, it's not really my kind of vibe. Though I'm sure we'll be able to find a theme to add these little washies into later. Whether if it be a more deserty cowboy theme or even a sunset kind of theme with blimps, I don't know. We'll see. Next up is the dot grid paper. They generally tend to give us some unique colored dot grid paper. It's only one-sided as far as dot grid goes. We have like a sandy peach color and then a very light pink. It's coming up a little more purple on camera, but it's a very dusty pink. Also, we have more blimps. I think these are really cute. Oh dear. I am not really a fan of these colors, though if we were doing more of a retro vibe, maybe going for more of the 70s, I would definitely include this. I think it's mainly because it has the beige, white, and mustard yellow. It really makes me think of Mary Tyler Moore. Am I the only one? But this particular paper is so cute. I'm just really getting those 70s kind of vibes, especially with these type of stars. Very cute nonetheless, but at this point in time, I'm not sure what kind of theme I'd want to put together to include these. I mean, the whole point of getting these kits is so that they give you a theme to put your journal together for, right? So there's an idea. Next up are the stickers. This is actually very, very cute. The colors that they have given this theme are actually very light and airy. I enjoy the ombre of the blue to peachy. It is coming up a little more pink. It is a bit more beigey in real life. I'm really, really loving this particular sticker with the little sunset and blimps, which is essentially a larger form of the washi tape. This night sky one is adorable. And for every month, of course, we have our little tracker, days of the week, more little bookmark and or decoration stickers, or you can use them as headers. Let's see what else. Oh, this is very cute. Adventure awaits. I think that's adorable. So this is definitely giving desert sunset vibes, obviously with the blimps. So I think this is super fitting for a summer theme. And oh, look at all the little blimps that are labeled for each day of the month. It is a bit hard to see, but when the light catches it just right, it's really quite easy to make out. And then they always have a little busybody days of the week, which I appreciate the variety. And then their little note stickers, I always admire. Just very, very cute vibes. Fun fact, I actually went on a blimp ride many moons ago, and it was beautiful and terrifying. I was so scared. Anyways, here are more of their stickers that normally come with the monthly subscriptions. We have all the little retro stars, little individual blimp stickers, which I appreciate. Thank you so much for the Kiss Cut sheets. And then a little bit smaller than our first stickers on this sheet, which I appreciate the variety because variety is always good to have in any journal. So now that we're all finished with reviewing the Archer and Olive monthly subscription, as far as the theme goes, right off the bat, I was pretty not so sure about it, but after looking through it, it's growing on me. I think I might actually use this in full as a summer theme. Maybe not coming up this year, but next year. But overall, I do think this is very, very cute. So let's switch it up a little bit. Archer and Olive just had a spring drop, and some of their items were really, really cute. And some of them were a little bit out of my wheelhouse as far as what aesthetics I crave to see and designs. But there are a few items that I thought were very cute that were really hard to pass up. So this, oh yeah. This is my first time getting these dot grid pages in different colors with Archer and Olive. My first impression is, okay, this is pretty cool. These sheets are about A5 journal size. This is an A5 journal, and it looks to be about the same size as the pages, which is great. Yeah, that is perfect. I really love that. I do notice a couple things that they could improve on. This particular binding isn't actually straight. It seems a little rushed in their pressing process for making these bindings. I do love the fact that there is what I'm guessing is maybe like a vegan leather backing. I just wish that there was one on the front. So when you open it, it's like a complete book. And not only for aesthetics would that be nice, I think it would also be really beneficial if it had a cover overall. Because if you notice, my pages are bent. So it would protect your pages from getting bent, and two, protecting the front page just from being damaged in general. I do really love Archer and Olive products, so don't come at me. These are just my opinions. But I still think there are a few things they can improve on, and that's why opening these with you and sharing my opinion with you guys may also be able to get the word out to them just for new fun ideas. I am super happy with this purchase, and I can't wait to create some really fun, maybe spooky season vibes with this. Coracreacrafts. So I believe this is the May subscription box, but let's just get into it and see what we have. You can pause here if you want to take a look at spoilers. We will use this as a check-off list later. So for now, let's get into this. I actually think the wrapping paper is super cute. That's going to be something I'll save. Probably for like a winter theme. Okay, let's let's take everything out and see what I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Let's just look at this. Okay. What is this? So what I'm thinking you need to do is you have this little piece. First you would insert it here and then split the two prongs to hold it all together, and it would create what I guess is supposed to be a fan. It's a very cute idea. I'd like to use these more for stenciling than anything. Just like little frame drawings. You could even cut these out and have it be a frame for a super cute photo or sticker that you have. So naturally, I won't be using this as a fan. I'll be using these more for stenciling and maybe even little frames to cut out and stick in my journal. Very interesting idea, Cora. Next up, we have washies. Oh, these do come apart. Oh, that's so nice. Here I was thinking that I'd have to cut out each design vertically. Oh my gosh, that would have been a nightmare. Oh, but these are really, really sweet. Well, these washies are lovely. I really admire all of the different details that they added into the florals. I love the little dainty sparkles that they put into the background as well, with all of the little lacy bits. And this one here, I know it's kind of blending into my desk. I really appreciate how simple this design is, because this would be excellent for a border washi tape around the entire page. And it's not too busy to where it could really mess up the aesthetics for your page. But overall impressions, I'm really enjoying their washi tape. I've had much worse quality. This one is really, really nice, and you also get quite a bit as well. Not in just one, but all of them. Yeah, those are very, very nice. All right, what else? Ooh, this is really pretty. Looks like these are designs that you can just stick in your journal or memory keeping, especially. This one would be, oh, she's so pretty. This one would be really good to have some sort of collage or even like a beloved photo. We have a little bit of a wedding vibe here with this particular photo. Ooh, I love that. I love the chair that she's sitting in. I can't read any of the calligraphy. I think they did that on purpose, but I'm not mad about it. Ooh, oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. I'm getting Fontaine flashbacks from Genshin Impact. Oh, these are so sweet. Oh my gosh, I love that one. I don't know what it is about this tea, but it looks delicious. And the pearls, ooh, they're so cute. Well, these are definitely a win. I really like these, and they're very light cardstock, so it's not gonna bulk up your journal. That if there's anything I'm not the biggest fan of is super bulky pages, because later down the road, you're not gonna be able to write on some of that because the pages are all bendy and warped. Ooh, I think we have some stamps. Oh my gosh, the key, and I love me a good bow. Very adorable. The Queen of Hearts, I love that crown. Here it is. So let's actually, I changed my mind. Let's stamp all of these, but as one giant stamp. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, so the stamping went actually pretty good. It was my fault that they didn't turn out super dark. I didn't want to flood the little pockets in the stamps to where we couldn't see the detail. But look at all of the different pepper shading and all of the cross hatching. Oh, it is so pretty. I know we didn't get much of the bow, but that's okay. The mirror is especially detailed. Oh my gosh, these stamps are great. I'm super excited to use these in my setup. And normally I'm not really a fan of using too many stamps when I'm creating my normal monthly setups. but with this particular theme, I might start. Ooh, I almost forgot about the pet tape. Let's see what this is about. Ooh, oh wow. So this PET tape is actually really, really pretty. It's really unique too. I'm not sure if these are just supposed to be frames or if they're supposed to have like a wedding ring theme to it. Either way, I really, really like this. And I love that you get so much of it because these could be really good stickers for peeking behind a photo, framing a teeny tiny photo, though that could work too. But your photos would have to be super super small. So looking closer to the designs, it really gives me that romantic century kind of vibe. A lot of times you see floral design on a lot of damask, which they would use for wallpaper back in the day. You could still get it, it's just really expensive. But the more I actually look at these, the more beautiful they become. And I'm excited to put these into some of my Pathfinder character designs, which if you're interested in a little bit of a tabletop journal, I'll link it in the card above. But I can't wait to use these. These are definitely super fantasy vibes. Okay, we have a couple more items. Looks like these are going to be stickers, and then these are going to be cardstock, I think. Let's start with the stickers. So we only get one sheet. Here I thought we'd get two. This is very high quality in detail. The actual stickers themselves feel almost like a velvety kind of print. They are not translucent, which is fine considering all of the detail that we get. Oh my gosh, the more I look at this, the more I think of Professor Umbridge from Harry Potter. She is definitely into this theme, and let me make sure I'm saying this right. Coquette, yeah. Especially when you see this cat with all the pearls and the frillies and the teacups. Anyways, aside from that, this is super duper cute. I love the books. Oh my gosh, and the perfume bottle. So pretty. But the pearls, I don't know what it is that they do to make these pearls look almost realistic. It's gorgeous. I wish there was one more sheet of these stickers, but alas, there is only one. And then let's move on to our final item for this box. We have some really intricate big frames. This is definitely a centerpiece for any A5, even a B5 if I think about it. This is my favorite. I really love this design. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use those. Oh! We have a straggler, very cute sea foamy green. Ooh. Oh, I love the castle. That's adorable. Ooh. Like a fab kind of, what is it? Fab 20s kind of home. We got the peacocks in February for the Archer and Olive design, so that was neat. Ooh. France, very nice. Omelette du fromage. Ooh, nice little close-up of some hummingbirds. And then, ooh, this is one of the classic damask designs. And imagine seeing this on an entire wall. So pretty. So with this one, we have kind of like a porcelain painting that you would normally see on dishware, like china sets and things. They are not double-sided. Ooh, this screams AI, and this is the kind I don't like. The mansion, at least to me, is the eyesore, even though I know it's supposed to be the centerpiece. The peonies are gorgeous. They are so pretty. So maybe I can find a way to cut out the mansion. Ooh, this would be really pretty for November. No spoilers for future themes. Ooh, you can always kind of tell when it comes to certain textures or even, well, really anything if AI has assisted. And this is one of those cases. Definitely coquette for sure. Oh my goodness. This is by far my favorite. I love how dreamy that this peacock looks. The watercolor design, oh, this is something that I would love to frame. And I think I'll be doing that. As much as I love journaling, it won't do justice being in a journal. I want to see it every day. I actually have a place for it on my wall. Well, this by far takes the cake for me. On from that, whew, okay. This is very pretty as well. I love the vintage look that they have given to this, and you can really tell on the peonies that the leaves are a very big inspiration for a lot of these items. So for a lot of these more architecture type Gothic designs, you tend to see a lot of floral designs and not so much the flowers, but more of their leaves. And I really enjoy how they tied that in together as well. Very gorgeous framing and keeping this for sure. So it looks like that's all for the Coracreacraft box. But this particular theme is, I don't know, there's something very whimsical and dreamy about it. Let's go through our checklist real quick. Ephemeral frames transparent tape. I believe it's talking about the pet tape, which is beautiful. Coquette washi tape set. Yep, we have those as well, and those are so nice. Coquette sticker sheet, A5. We have it right here with Professor Umbridge's kitty. Clear stamps, yes, we have that as well right here. Background papers, I'm assuming they mean our beloved peacock. Roquette paper backs. That must be these little guys here as well that had some of the really, really pretty photos. And then, oh, it was a fan, a Coquette DIY fan. The one that I wanted to use for stencils. There are a few more items that I have on this mini haul because we have 2 Archer and Olive items to open. So I think I mentioned earlier that Archer and Olive had some super cute drops lately. And I couldn't help myself because summertime is coming up and I'm not really a summertime girly. So I thought maybe having some cuter stationery that is summer themed will maybe kind of get me a little more excited for that. This is the Firefly Night washi tape set. It is so cute. We're gonna take a look at each one. Comes in a set of 4. This one looks like it has some little holographic stars. Oh, it's so cute. And the stars twinkle. Well, that by far is the cutest stinking thing I think I've seen all day. Oh, this one's cute too. It has a bunch of little fireflies with their butts glowing. It's cute, but they also kind of resemble other bugs that I'm not really a fan of. Look at this. Ooh, these are so shiny and cute. That one is so shiny and adorable. You know, Archer and Olive has always had super pretty washi tapes. Don't get me wrong, their journals are great, but something about their washies are so nice and they're not like super waxy. I don't know, they're just really great quality. And oh my gosh, I think this is my favorite. Oh, it is so cute with all of those flowers and the jars with the fireflies. Ooh, it does have a harsh line though from where the image overlaps. It looks like it's just the one overlap. Other than that, it's continuous. Oh my gosh. So stinking cute. And there's a little bit of shiny in that one too. Ooh. So yeah, like I said before, there is something so luxurious feeling about Archer and Olive washi tape. It doesn't feel waxy almost. It's hard to describe. But nonetheless, if you're able to get your hands on any Archer and Olive washi tape, I highly, highly advise you do. It is so nice. And you also get a really decent amount, which is really important. Oh. This is the newest B5 journal that is part of their summer collection. And as soon as I saw this, I couldn't help myself. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it is so cute. First impressions, it is adorable. It has a bit of a canvas feel to it. I really love the 3 fireflies. The more I look at this, the more I'm noticing some issues. First thing I did notice, actually, there's some blotchiness here, almost like there were people grabbing it and had oily fingers, or maybe it's like some sort of adhesive. But I know you can't see it looking straight on, but it's more noticeable in real life. Ooh, we have a gash on the back, which, I mean, ultimately it's not really a big deal, but still, like, Archer and Olive has some of the nicest quality journals that I think I've ever laid hands on. So I expect there to be, you know, quality control, right? Let's take a look at the inside. There are no gilded pages. It is just white. So on the actual pages here, there are like clumps of glue. I can't seem to pick it up on camera, but it is making the pages stick together. And I'm not really sure like why that is. Well, let's take a look inside. Ooh, the moment I saw all these little sparklies, I knew this was going to be a very, very special journal. This is a B5 dot grid journal, and I've never had a journal this big before. I normally use a classic A5 journal, so this is significantly larger than what I'm used to. Wow, I love the sapphire blue bookmark sashes. These are so cute. I think there is a major binding issue. Oh, my spine just broke. See that? There's not supposed to be a hole like that. Well, that's really disappointing. Just recently, whenever I've bought journals off of Archer and Olive, there's always something wrong. Like, this should not be like that. It should be like this. Yeah. That's not good. Oh, that is not good at all. Well, that is a huge disappointment. Well, aside from the glaring issues, which I will be contacting them, and they are very good about replacing journals and refunds and things, just in case if you have this issue. I really like the journal. I love the sapphire blue. The sparkles on the inside are just so cute. Something about gilded journals just really make it that much more whimsy and magical. If you stuck around to the end, thank you so much for joining me in this really emotional roller coaster ride. Despite some of the issues and letdowns, I'm still really happy with how all of these different subscription boxes and how some of these seasonal items turned out design-wise. I love the Archer and Olive Kit Subscription. It's very different from any theme that I would normally put together, but I'll probably make a video on that another day. The Coracreacrafts, I am in love with the coquette theme. It is beautiful, especially as we all know, this gorgeous peacock. The Archer and Olive washi tape is by far my favorite. And then of course the actual journal from Archer and Olive. Despite all of the major issues, I really love the summer theme that they came out for this season. I will be contacting them and I'm sure we'll get everything resolved. So I'm really not too worried about it. If you stuck around to the end of this video, don't forget to leave it a like and also subscribe to my channel for more journaling content, subscription box openings, and so much more. And I will see you in the near future.